Hello, thank you, and welcome. Matt Gamer here. Happy to say hello. It's a Tuesday, making sure it's Tuesday. In America, it's already Wednesday. In Japan, more or less. And it's exciting because we're going to get some special treat today from Hideo Kojima. This is a Death Stranding stream for everybody to enjoy with me as we go. Should be really great day because we're gonna get some exclusive Death Stranding trailer, the final trailer. We're going to discuss right now my giveaway. I have 5 copies of Death Stranding I'm giving away and 1 collector's edition. Alright, there's a lot that we got to get into. And thank you for tuning in and rocking with me as we go ahead and make it happen. That being said, let's take a minute. Let's take a minute as I run through my setup here. Anybody tuning in, we appreciate you. I'm trying to open up so I could see you guys on the Periscope. Anyways, so today we're doing announcements, discussions, just a little bit of everything. There is no spoilers here. You're going to be watching trailers that have been released by Hideo Kojima himself, and you're going to get information from the giveaways that I have. 5 full game copies on the PlayStation 4 and a collector's edition. That is all today, just for you guys right now as we move forward. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for rocking with me as we move forward throughout the day. We're going to explore some things, take questions, comments, hang out, and get into Death Stranding spoiler-free thoughts and conversations about what the game is. Welcome everybody that's coming through Periscope. This is a live stream. I am currently on YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, Periscope, Facebook, and more. So feel free to hang out with me wherever you feel comfortable. I would prefer you to come over to Twitch and help that populate because it's going to help me in the long run. But you are not forced to, and the reason I stream on 19 outlets is so that you can do what you feel. That being said, I'm doing what I feel. Death Stranding is my love. This is my favorite game for this year, and who knows where does it land on the greatest of all time? Can it get there? And I think it's going to have a chance. Kojima is my favorite creator, so we'll see what he can do to impress me. I'm always inspired by him, so I know that this game will inspire me to be a better creator, to be more creative, to really expand my mind. And the trailers already expand my mind with the mystery and the confusion. At first, when you first see these trailers, you think, what is going on in this game? What is this? But really, after literally about 10 trailers, so much information is there. I completely understand what I'm getting myself into, and I will get into that a little later as we go. Once again, thank you to everybody that's on Periscope. I see a bunch of you guys coming through over there. Please leave some comments. Let's talk and discuss this game. If you're on Twitch or YouTube and I don't see your comments, move over to Twitch. That's where I can see everyone's comments all the time. Anyways, we do want to get into the giveaway for a second, and I hope you guys don't mind seeing that as we go forward. Take a quick look here at what we got going on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so what you're seeing right now is the actual website for the giveaway. There's 2 ways to enter. One is for the regular game code for Death Stranding. We'll be giving that away November 7th, 11 p.m. All you got to do is scroll down this website, which is madgamer.com. I'll gladly put it in the chat for you. if I could. There we go. So it should be in some of the chats. If you don't see it, apologies. I will try to get it in there for some of you guys. And let's do that for Periscope. There we go. See? So you go to madgamer.com/DS. DS is for Death Stranding. You're going to scroll to this spot in the website here where you put in your name, put in a message. You don't have to put in a message. Put your name and your email, and that email will be put in a raffle. And the 5 winners will be emailed, congratulated, and be given a code for Death Stranding. All right? It's that simple. There's nothing crazy about it. It's just a simple giveaway raffle for our community. That being said, you scroll down a little more. This part of it is very special. All right? So if you subscribe to my Twitch between now and November 15th, you will be receiving an entry. Excuse me. You'll be receiving an entry into my Death Stranding giveaway for the collector's edition. Everything you're seeing here, from the awesome pod of the baby, the steel cover, and all of the in-game items that you see right next to me here, which are pretty sick, some golden items. This collector's edition is only for my subscribers for Twitch, so the draw will happen specifically at that time. That being said, that is the 2 ways to go. I put the link into the stream. Now let's just take a look at this collector's edition. It is pretty awesome. I have it in Japanese here just because I'm that type of guy. But this is pretty great stuff if you're a big fan of Kojima and you understand what the game is. Each item, for example, the glasses, the hat, and etc., are actually all tied together within gameplay. So the exoskeleton legs are specific for that setup, and then the hat, you're gonna get stats for this. All of these items have stats and they're very useful in the game. Anyways, that's what's going down. I just wanted to present that to you guys for a second, and I hope y'all enjoy as we go forward. That being said, we're looking at some trailers here as we go forward. We're gonna talk more Death Stranding. For some reason, my throat is acting up. Thank you for tuning in and rocking with me. Shout out to Young talking about NBA Live. Yes, I do understand you missed the NBA Live, and I miss it too. We'll get into that later. I just started this stream. I don't want to open up with a different game. We want to keep it all relevant. But I appreciate you, and thank you for coming by. It's always good to have you, and it's always good to have the community. So I set this up real quick. You guys tell me how you feel about this new visual that I put together. I don't know what y'all feel, but I try to make it all Death Stranding related. My favorite creator, which is Hideo Kojima. Everybody knows my #1 game is Metal Gear Solid. The creator is making this game. So while I haven't played it and I can't talk about how good the game is officially, my impressions through gameplay and trailers, it's going to be a great time. He put everything he does and his style is deep into this game, and I expect it to be great. That being said, there are other games I do, leagues and things like that, and we'll get into that a little later. I do have to speak to the community personally about that, make sure that they know that my heart is still with them for the league and for everything. There's just complications with the games and things like that happening. That being said, back to reality, guys. Back to reality, all right? So you look at this trailers and you say, what the heck is going on in this game? You wonder what is happening. But it's pretty simple and it's pretty basic. There's not a lot of complications to this game compared to what people think. All right, we've seen crazy, wild games that are hard to explain, but are very basic. For example, the fact that we know about Greek mythology or Norse mythology makes God of War a very simple game, right? It's like, oh, they're gods and they're strong and they got powers, so it makes sense. A superhero game always makes sense. When you get something out of the ordinary that's not typical, people seem to feel like, oh, what is this about? Like, this is weird. This is crazy. What is going on? Understandably so. But I want to showcase a little bit of the footage so you can see exactly what I'm talking about, and then you can be like, all right, well, it's really not that crazy. You know what I mean? Superpowers, supernatural things happen in the world. It destroyed the earth, and it caused all of these supernatural things to happen, right? So from there, we get these really weird scenes and creepy stuff and awkward style presented to us. And that's where Death Stranding comes in with this very, very methodical presentation. It's not a standard style of presentation. And you gotta love that, because you don't always want to play every single game the exact same way and say, oh, everything is, just typical. You want something different. You want to feel stimulated. And the older you get, the more you realize that. At first, as a kid, you think everything's awesome. But as you get older, you start seeing very special things like this. For example, skeleton soldiers might have been around before, but there's a deeper element here where this guy's connected to them through these wires on his legs. And he's got all this oil all over his face. And somehow, just him moving his hand up makes the actual item disappear. So very, very, very different, as you can see, and you're gonna enjoy that. Thank you for tuning in and rocking with me. So this right here is just a part of the story, actually. Connections, strands. The name of the game is Death Stranding, so it's all connected, and I'll explain that later. But just the idea of something different, something new, and visually stimulating, like, damn, this is dope. So I'm excited for the visuals. I'm excited for the gameplay. I'm excited for the story, all of that. Shout out to Young Dawn, saying the setup is dope. Salute to the level up. Yes, sir. We appreciate you out here. And for anybody tuning in, thank you very much. I'm on Periscope, Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, and all the streaming outlets. 19 of them right now. If you comment, other people can see most of them, but there's certain ones from Europe, Japan, and Periscope. Your separate chats, and people on YouTube and Twitch can't see you. But if you can come over to Twitch, and that would help big time. I'm going to actually put that in the chat. Come to twitch.tv/maggamer.inc. More advertisement. Baby. Alright. Thank you guys for tuning in and rocking with me. I appreciate all of you guys. I see you in the chat coming from Periscope. I see you guys on YouTube, Twitch. You guys are really cool. Stay with me, man. It's early in the morning and we trying to vibe out. It's 10 o'clock in the morning and we doing this, baby. But yeah, so we're just watching trailers right now, discussing the giveaway that I had, which is very easy to get into. All you got to do is go to the website, sign up, put your name and your email. You're in for a copy of this game. And if you really want a collector's edition, you have to be a sub to my Twitch, and then you can get a copy. Well, you can't get a copy. Let me rewind that. All subs on my Twitch will be entered in a raffle, and the raffle will be drawn in November 15th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on my stream. I'll showcase it. The draw, we'll pick a winner, and that one winner, not every sub, one of the subs, whoever gets drawn, will end up getting a collector's edition of the game. All right, so it's very simple, very basic. That's the setup, and It's not that hard. Just come hang out with me. If you have a Twitch Prime, you can give me the free Twitch sub with the Prime. Things like that are really cool. I am not a partner with Twitch. I'm affiliate, so I don't make a lot of money off of it. But I want to build a community, and especially for this game, you guys know he's my favorite creator, and then go from there as we go forward. But yeah, so that's what's happening. Just want to give some news and some information on what is going down tomorrow for America, today for Japan, because it's pretty much already Japan time. Kojima's gonna put out the last trailer, and hopefully I'm streaming at that time so I can showcase it to you guys. I'm not sure where he's gonna post it. He said I'm sure it'll end up on his YouTube halfway through the day, but we want to try to be there for that and have fun. So if you can join me, I don't have an exact time because he didn't put a time on when he's dropping the last trailer. The last trailer hopefully doesn't have spoilers. All of these trailers have spoilers. I mean, you're watching Sam lose his bike, you're watching Sam go through all these motions in these trailers that they put out, and it's kind of like, once you play the game, all of this will make sense to you. And it kind of already makes sense to me, spoilerish in a way. And that's why I don't get too deep into, predictions of the game, because I don't want to spoil it for no one. But if you watch all these trailers, you start noticing a lot of little details and understanding the universe and how the world works. And it's really going to be an amazing game. Understand, the trailer you're watching now looks like he's walking a lot, and you're going to walk just like every other game. Open world game, you have to walk, but there's action. There's a lot of sequences where you can stealth or go guns blazing. There's gonna be some very intense moments where you don't want to get caught by the creatures. You're gonna fight human AI. You're not fighting just these creatures. There's human AI in this game. There's boss battles also that you're gonna end up fighting that are very interesting. There's mini boss battles also. We can see all of that in a little while. I'm gonna play every single trailer and make sure you guys get to see all of it. But yeah, man, thank you guys for tuning in and rocking with me. Everybody coming out on Periscope, you are a blessing. I'm gonna go ahead and start posting up where you should come as I stream, and if you want the giveaway, this is where you should come too. Putting it all over these chats. All right, guys. Oh my. Sorry about that. I think I copied and pasted something that I shouldn't have. It's all good, baby. Anyway, so yeah. So that's what the deal is. If you're on Twitch already, just stay there. If you're on all these other channels, come on over, man. Come on over. I'm gonna type it in the chat right now. Need you in Twitch. All right, we're doing giveaways. We're doing a bunch of stuff, but you gotta be on Twitch, baby. All right, already. I normally don't advertise my Twitch, but we're doing that from now on. So anyway, so that's what's going down. So tomorrow we get the final trailer of this game. We're still doing a giveaway for November 7th. 5 copies of this game for anybody who enters. And the only way to enter is through the actual website, madgamer.com/DS. I don't know what's going on. I turned on my AC in my throat. Coughing a lot. That AC is dead. I gotta clean it. Anyway, we gotta get into this game and do some fun things with it. I am gonna pause it. I'm not gonna pause it. I'm going to put the volume up on these videos in a second because there's some interesting stuff by an amazing director who discusses the game. He's seen a lot of footage and he wants to bring people in, so it's pretty dope. Pretty cool. So right here we're getting to see certain features of this game, and this is a mechanic here where he plugs into that baby that's in the tube, in the pod, and he can see these creatures that are in the earth. So these creatures destroy the earth, and this right here is pretty much the way he finds an escape through the game, and it's a mechanic of avoiding these things. If you can get away from them, cool. Remember, there's going to be human players, factions trying to fight you off and kill you, and there's going to be these creatures also. It's a lot of stuff. And yes, we are watching trailers. No spoilers, no leaks. I would not do that to Hideo Kojima. He's my favorite. What's going on, Carl? Thank you for coming through. We are just talking about Death Stranding and discussing my giveaway for the game and discussing all of the different things. He put a, hey, listen, the palm is important. So when you showcase that, you know, let's go ahead and listen to this trailer for a second here. Hopefully it's loud enough for you guys. And this isn't the one I want to show you guys. It's the next one. So let's go ahead and watch that.
I think there's no cultural evolution unless it is renewed, unless new ideas are offered up. Often they're provocative. Often they shift the norm to some degree, but there is no evolution unless that happens. That's the history of all creativity. The skill that I see in great filmmakers, I now see in Kojima-san's work. All the visual languages, the syntax, the compelling imagery, it's all there, all in the service of giving an audience an intense experience.
See, it's like I'm not even here.
The risk is that people just don't accept it. It's too radical in some way. But of course, the upside is that you change the medium that you're working in. Wow, that's extraordinary.
So that right there is, if you're wondering who he is, you're like, what is this guy? Who is this guy? Well, he is George Miller. He is the creator of Mad Max, one of the greatest film creators in our generations in the last 30, 40 years or whatever he's been doing it. And he's talking about Kojima's work, and he's explaining how Kojima's visuals is just talking about how amazing the game looks and how the visuals are very stunning, and they're just done extremely well. And I don't disagree. I think that video games lack that in a lot of ways sometimes. It's more about just, you know, presenting whatever it is in a plain Jane way. But with Kojima, the art of the visuals is very important. So it's key. So you see here a lot of panning, one camera throughout this whole scene. This is not a quick cutscene over and over and over. A lot of it is one scene, and it's a very special setup. And by the way, Carl, I hope you're fine over there with the emotes. They kind of gave you a warning out. Nightbot's serious about that. Spamming emotes. I don't think that's a problem. Nightbot shouldn't do that though. I hope you're fine over there. But yeah, so we just want to talk about the giveaway. We want to talk about the news. We want to talk about all of the information as we go forward. As a matter of fact, we're going to even take this to the next level and present to you guys Twitter. And we're gonna even pause from this game and go into Twitter just so you guys can see what has been tweeted and what we can expect. So tomorrow, aka today, for Japan, we were going to get a special trailer. I'm just going through Kojima's tweets here, but I'm gonna do one, make it easier for myself here, and just go to this specific setup. All right, so tomorrow in Paris, okay? He's gonna be in Paris tomorrow, aka today for Japan. And this is the actual flyer for it. Pretty cool World Strand Tour. And should be good. And I want to take you guys to where he explains the final trailer, and here it is right here. All right, so in this specific tweet, they explained the launch trailer, the final trailer before the game releases, is happening. And stay tuned to how to watch it live. We don't know the exact timing of it, but we know that tomorrow they will be presenting it at Paris Game Week. So there's a specific event, Paris Game Week, and that's where this is going to happen. Now, I'm sure he'll have it on YouTube. I'm going to stream the moment it's live. If I'm free, hopefully I am free, I'm going to watch that specific trailer. Again, this is the date, October 30th. We're on the 29th in America, and should be good. Why did they delete Carl's messages? What is going on with damn, Nightbox not playing around today. I gotta watch out with Nightbot. Anyway, so just pay attention to that. And the reason that's important is because we might get some special footage. All right, so I am not the type to spoil anything. I am not the type to reveal anything, leaks or anything like that. I always allow the official channels to do that, but I'll happily cover it and showcase it to you guys. Shout out to Pat coming by saying that he can't wait to unbox BB. Yeah, so I'm hoping to unbox BB 2 live. I need to text somebody about that. Speaking of it, let me text them right now. I'm gonna text them now to remind myself. Sorry about that. Remind myself about unboxing it. That's a text for my reminder. Anyway, back to the subject here. What's going on, Isaac? Thank you for coming by. We are talking tomorrow's event, aka today. In Japan right now, it's already 12 o'clock a.m. for them because they're like 13 hours ahead. In America, it is still the 29th. So this London event, I don't even know what time in London is it right now. Is it like 6-hour difference in London? Somebody Google it for me. You getting yours on the 7th also? That's cool. I mean, I'm in America, so, you know, Amazon, I don't know how long they take to mail it. I wish they mailed it on the 6th, you know what I mean? But we don't have no exact dates. It says the 8th on my setup, but who knows? I'll take the 7th, the 6th, the 5th. I'll take it today if they let me. Pay a little extra, you know. But anyway, we're talking about this event. The final trailer is going to be revealed tomorrow at Paris Games Week. And the reason why I'm leaving it here, I need to know what time is it in Paris right now so we can know the difference. I believe it's 6-hour difference. All right, so it's 3:46 p.m. That means 3, 4, 5. 5 hours ahead. Okay. So they're 5 hours ahead right now, which basically tells you that they are going to be most likely... Damn, that's going to be super early. So if they present it first thing in the morning, 9 a.m., it'll be super late for me. And I don't know if I'm going to be up for that 4 a.m. type of timing. Who knows? I might be up and I might stream it just to cover it and have some fun with you guys. But, oh, so they're an hour behind. Yeah, 3:46, like you said. Thank you, Pat. That's good. So that's the thing. So we don't know the exact timing when Kojima's also going to be up there. So if you look at the tweet, they say stay tuned. Specifically, stay tuned on how to watch it live. So we're going to basically have to wait until the day of and then see. But for me, it's going to be 4 a.m. and I'll be sleeping. Hopefully I'll be sleeping. If I'm not sleeping, cool, I'll get online and we can watch it together. I am going to retweet it, so if you want to follow me on Twitter, go ahead. But this is where I get my information from, the official channels. And I'm excited to see what happens this week with these guys. And I'm just scrolling through right now all the information. Another big piece of information, I should have started with that too. PC players get the honor and privilege to enjoy this game on PC sometime next year. I don't believe it's going to come out right away. I do believe PlayStation is going to hold on to it and just really indulge this for about 6 months or so. If that's the case, then this will come out in April of next year or something in that range. It makes sense to give it at least 4 months so that players can purchase it on the PlayStation 4. It's kind of how people want to make money off of it, you know. But that is an awesome thing, and the guys publishing it is the one and only 505 Games, who also put out Control. And these guys are really good. They've been publishing a lot of PC games for people, and should be interesting. It's going to be coming out, as you can see here. Can you guys read this as I go? On 2020. And shout out to External Gazer coming through with the info, talking about early summer. There we go. Early summer 2020. There we go. I'll take it. I'm probably going to want to play it again on PC. He said he stopped using Twitter. I can't even say why you stopped using it, but I feel you. I ignore that thing, dude. I ignore what you're talking about. Life is too short, right, to focus on the negatives. So I kind of just, if there's something just dark and not healthy for me, I'm just like, forget that. And I just move forward to the positive. I don't want to stay stuck in the Death Stranding of life, right? I'm alive, I'm living, so I want to keep moving forward to the positive. Never get stuck in that Death Stranding. And sometimes negativity, negative people, you just got to ignore and just move past. You know, it's one of those things, and I've learned that along the years. I used to care so much, especially online. I would try to react to everybody, and good or bad, and then when the trolls and stuff will come around, you just I just overloaded on trying to be nice to them and trying to help them get over their anger. But it's not my job, you know what I mean? I'm not their parents. It's too much work. You know what I mean? I learned that later in life. I have too much of a heart, but and I'm an idiot when it comes to people and having that type of please, you know, get it together type thing. But anyway, so those are the informations. That's the really cool stuff so far that we got the past 2 days. I didn't stream yesterday, so that's the news for the week. All right, and then there's a whole bunch of different things. I don't know where you are in the world. You're gonna be in London on the November 2nd. You know, they have dates all over the place. The 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 10th. All right, giving insight on the world of Death Stranding and a chance to buy limited edition items. So pretty much he's gonna be everywhere. And this is one of the places you can be if you're in that local. I don't even know where that is, guys. Like, can somebody educate me? I'm gonna have to go back to school right now. What in the world? Oh no. Okay, let's rewind my Twitter. But anyway, so that's some of the places and some of the things you can see. I think it's really cool. I love the fact that they have this tour happening everywhere, and it's gonna be a really good time to enjoy. All right, enough of that. Take a quick second here to get back into some footage and to just hang out for a little bit. So there's a lot of things to talk about with this game, and a lot to discuss. I'm not doing any spoilers. I'm not gonna go crazy today. We'll discuss it a little lightly. If you have information, please share it. I know some of you guys are big fans. External Gazer, is definitely a huge fan. Just having that name tells me. And if you're hanging out with me, that means you really love Death Stranding and you want to just enjoy some conversation about the game. So my topic today, I always talk about a lot of things mechanically when it comes to the overall theme, concept, and message. I'm very strong on that because I think people miss out on that. But today I want to also ask you guys a serious question, gameplay wise. I know the trolls and the meme life was heavy on walk simulator, was heavy on a UPS worker game. It was a lot of trolly stuff to start off with. But now that we've gotten like 2 hours worth of gameplay and you've seen some action and you've seen some combat, what do you guys think? What do you expect overall from this? I'm interested to hear what you guys got to say, because you gotta take it for what it is, but also expect that they're holding back. So one of the main things that I try to tell people that's very important is Kojima's trailers specifically avoid guns and they avoid explosions. They avoid any type of violence as much as possible, because he feels like that is over eccentric, that's overused in trailers, and that's the main way people advertise their games. And he wants to be different, and he wants to showcase something different and give a different perspective. So we don't get to see all of that yet. In my prediction, and this is not a spoiler, the next trailer, which happens tomorrow, we're going to get live action, and there's going to be more of that combat in it, because all of these trailers before this weren't very action heavy. So the last trailer is the final trailer. They need people to know that the game isn't all walking simulator. So for me, this is going to end up being big time when it comes to action. On the last trailer, we're probably going to see a somewhat of a boss battle, but a whole bunch of combat. What do you guys think? That's the question of the day. And by the way, if you're watching, let me go ahead and post this. If you want to get a giveaway, I am discussing it. So here's what's going to happen, right? So I'm posting this on... Why is it not popping up? So something's going on with my stream. So comments aren't popping up. Let me see. Yep. So my stream comments is not working the way it should. Wonderful. So I'm probably not able to see your comments, guys. Go ahead and leave some comments so I can know for sure what's going down. But so as far as giveaways go, so the plan is do the 5 giveaways right before the game releases, get enough support to do another couple games for people who haven't got it yet, but also if the collector's edition sub only giveaway goes well and I get a bunch of subs on Twitch, then I'll end up doing another one right away. Hold on a second. I had to check on my stream because for some reason it's not working. And it's not good. So the stream link is there for, the link to go join in the giveaway is right there. You can also just go to Twitch and sub there. You're going to get notified a couple days before so you can know that you're entered, and then we'll announce it live on stream. I'll pull the giveaway straight from the raffle mechanic that they have and showcase that to you guys live on stream, and then see who wins the collector's edition from there. So it's a lot of cool stuff. But again, if I get a lot of support from the community, I am 1000% going to be pushing to do more giveaways for this game, because it's my favorite game. And actually, I was discussing with this guy right here, who's called Die Hard Man, wearing the mask right next to Norman Reedus. Let's give him a look. So Die Hardman's a really great guy in real life. His name is Tommy Earl, and he's always on. Whoa, I messed up. Tommy Earl. He is a pretty awesome dude on Twitter, and that mask right there you can get for very cheap on Amazon. Now, I'm not advertising to buy it because it's not an official mask, but if you want to dress up as him for Halloween and stuff like that, or just have it in general for a cosplay, I think his outfit's one of the best. Like, it's casual. You can wear a dope suit, nice little suit, and then just put on the mask, and you can go to the club, take the mask off, and hang out, you know. And it's one of those type of setups. I love it, but that's just me. So what is going on? Oh, the green. But so you know, the reason I'm bringing that up is because I might do a giveaway for some of those items that I've been blessed to get from some people. If I do have enough for a cosplay type of setup that anyone can use, probably do a giveaway for that. Who knows? Just representing my favorite game, my favorite creator. I don't know if this would be my favorite game, guys. I know that's like, really, dude? You went over the board with all these graphics and all this streaming and all this stuff. The facts are, I gotta play the game and see if it sticks with my heart, where I'm like, this is my favorite game of all time, or maybe it isn't. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in, coming out from all different places. Everybody on Periscope, I appreciate you. I can see you right here. You're on my phone. I see when you pop in, when you come watch. I appreciate y'all. As far as my Twitch, I'm watching you guys over here. And then I have my universal stream on the top back over there. So we everywhere, baby. We everywhere. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, so yeah, so I couldn't do a cosplay with Sam because he has too much going on. That's a lot of work. I've never done cosplay. Halloween, I'll put on a costume real quick, but it's got to be simple. Put a mask on, or just paint my face real quick. You know what I mean? Like, that's the most I do. I'm not really hardcore, but I can do a giveaway for it if it's supported by the community. You know? So, anyway, so that's what's going down, and I gave y'all all the information about the giveaway, about tomorrow's trailer, about the tour what Kojima's doing called World Strand Tour, which is a pretty dope thing. And to discuss that in a way, you know, one thing that I've been taking the theme about, and for us to follow this trend here, Mag Strand, right? So your last name is Strand. That's gonna be how you are connected to us as family. We're all strands. We're all strands. We're all connections to the other worlds, right? So that's the theme of the game. And the way you know this is when you watch these trailers and you listen to what they say, and you're like, okay, this makes sense. And they for specific, the trailer we just watched, where Amelia, her name is Strand. So, and Norman Reedus, aka Sam, says, I'm not a Strand anymore, I'm Sam Porter Bridges. He kind of cuts off his own name, I guess. And I guess the world kind of put themselves in the Strand, you know, universe. I'm not sure how that works. We got to see how the game comes out. But it's just an interesting setup. It's like, okay, so wait a minute. So people are putting their names as a Strand, in their last name as a Strand. So that's something I'm doing too. Mag Strand, all the way over there, is my new nickname, specifically when I play this game. But yeah, so we're gonna get into some crazy stuff in a minute. I want to get into the gameplay. I want to showcase the gameplay. Before I do, I want y'all to watch this cool trailer, and then we'll get into that. And I'm sorry if you don't like this transition, but this creepy baby, that transition is so creepy. I don't know if y'all like it or hate it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I see you guys on Twitch, YouTube, Periscope. I got different chats open everywhere. I appreciate y'all when y'all come by and show me love and support. I can see you popping in. So hello and thank you for tuning in. We want to watch this before we watch the gameplay because we see how this man summons somebody. Uses his golden mask to summon this giant creature, which is called a catcher. And I believe it catches you and it can take you to the other world. All right. So this thing is a problem, and it's not even a boss. Actually, guys, I thought it was gonna be a boss, but Kojima said that this is not a boss. This is just something you're gonna regularly see in the game, and we're gonna end up watching some gameplay of it as we go right now, so you guys can enjoy that with me as we move forward. Now, before we get into the gameplay, I want to kind of fast forward this because this stuff is more presenting the new features that are in the game. But we're gonna go right into action and go from there. So you are watching trailers that have already been posted. I might have cropped them up to present it properly because Kojima did this in the Tokyo Game Show, I believe it was, where he's in the picture. But I just cropped it so we could see only gameplay and not have to see Kojima and not have to see a full screen. So right here, Sam is being a smart man, and in this game, some of the gameplay elements, if you get your items taken or destroyed, too bad. These guys can steal your items, they can take everything from you, even your boots. So as you can see here, Sam takes all of it off and goes down to their base. So this is a smart move. You're going to want to be prepared and being smart about what you're doing, and only go in with whatever you really, really need as far as combat goes. And Sam does that there. He does pick up his traveling device. I got to find out what's the name of that thing. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in and rocking with me. This is not a spoiler footage. This has already been presented. And it's just a quick scene about infiltrating the base and what you can or can't do with certain things. It's a pretty cool little situation. You can see Sam actually slide a bit. So he has a sliding mechanic. He's using this strand rope that stuns people. This is not a kill people device, supposedly. I don't know. Maybe there's a lethal one. But Kojima likes putting non-lethal items in games. So let's see what happens here. We already know if you've seen this. Alright, so what you gotta note here is I'm pretty sure you can pick this guy up. In Kojima games, you usually can drag him or pick him up. Probably hide his body. But right now, he's going to get an item within their base. So he's going to pick up some good stuff here. Be able to use it in the future. The exoskeleton legs, which will give you faster running, farther and higher jumping. Some really good device, to say the least. And then you got the gun that you can pick up and use also. So there's just a lot of... It's a power skeleton is what it's called, but I'm calling it an exoskeleton. Whatever you want to name it, you know, you name it that. But I like this setup because they purposely get caught and they purposely start some drama, and you get to see a little bit of action, a little bit of combat, a little bit of intriguing formulas by Kojima. And what you got to note is that if they stun you and you're down, they'll take everything from you. I don't know if they imprison you or how that works, but it's never game over. That's for sure. They'll take everything of yours, so you're going to have to probably get that back. That's why they use electric shock spears, as you can see, or you could call them staffs. So you see here that slow motion is a trademark for Kojima. When you knock someone out, a little bit of slow motion action. And this just showcases the skeleton suit and how fast you can run catching up to this vehicle as it moves. Another cool feature is taking the vehicles. You'll be able to just grab everything as you go. I'm interested to see how this engine does with Kojima's formula. Everything we're seeing is pretty much Kojima style. It's pretty much the Phantom Pain, but it's using the Horizon Zero Dawn engine, aka the Decima. It's called Decima Engine from Guerrilla Games. So it's pretty dope. That's another Death Strand Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain feature where you jump off of the car when it gets destroyed. Something Kojima has put in the games before. So like I said, a lot of this is similar, but then they have new features like this that we're about to see. Again, they showcase this. This is a stage showcase of the gameplay where you can jump far with this exoskeleton suit. Just an amazing part of the game that we're going to be able to utilize for a lot of different things. I wonder how combat's going to be. I know it's situational. You're not going to be able to just do that at random. It'll be if there's a tall building or a far distance between you and something. I don't think it's just going to be specific all the time jumping that way. So just a really cool feature. Just small little details like that showcase that this game will be a good time. They'll have a lot of great combat elements. And I'm going to stick to actual, combat. I want to keep fast forwarding it here so you guys can see that for yourself. So in this situation, we didn't know if you could combat these creatures. And for the first time in this specific setup, we find out you can. That it's not just hiding and running from these things. Sure, right now he's holding his breath so that they won't find him. And that's what happens. You can see the little meter he had. But he's going to use a device that stuns them and just traps them, basically. You see, he just trapped them. And what's funny about these devices is that he's using his blood. Not sure why, but it's just an interesting detail, to say the least. So now that we know you can stun these things, I wonder what else can you do besides trapping them in that way. And right here, he gets caught up and things get real. And the whole area, you get to find out what really happens when you get captured here. And now he's going to have to fight a catcher. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this. So he gets caught up. He enters this realm here, which I believe is still the same universe. Just a different dimension. Dimension, most likely. I'm not sure how this works. It feels like, as you can see, the environments become liquefied. And you have to face this thing. Because at the end, you'll see what happens is, after you beat that thing, all of the liquid disappears and it's back to normal. So, just I don't believe you actually leave the area. I think you end up having to fight this thing. And if it does catch you, then you're in trouble. So this is kind of like the pre-death setup. And once again, what he's using is his blood, guys. This is another weird combat situation where why would he use his blood? How is that important? And how does that affect the game? Right, those are the questions you gotta ask. But this is all non-lethal from what Kojima said. This is all non-lethal. I mean, if the things are dead already and they're like just supernatural beings, then But what I do like about this part here is he threw down something to distract the creature. So it's not going to just be fighting it. You can distract it and try to use traps to set it up. That's what I would do. I would place a trap and then have something like C4 or whatever it is I can use to destroy that thing. And what I like about this right here, you're seeing the parkour, aka ability to climb, jump, and to use your exoskeleton to your advantage also, which is always a good feature to have in video games. And with Kojima games, Metal Gear, you're not playing an adventure game where you're climbing all day, but you do have some parkour in it. And this right here showcases even more, which is a dope feature, jumping through buildings. It's a small jump somewhat, but it's pretty good to see because you're going to be able to do a lot of that within the game when necessary, So those are the little combat things that I like to pay attention to. People wonder, what's the gameplay like? Is it any good? Is it going to be, fun? And I think that this battle here showcases a non-lethal style. And right now he just called up for backup, by the way. That's why you've seen him stopping point this way. And that's where this player, this is a player that he basically asks for help. The player goes and drops items for him. And Kojima explains that players will be able to do that, supply you with some goods, and they can even cheer you on. You'll see that a little later as you go. As the player continues to drop so many items, it's crazy. So, as you can see there, he's kind of celebrating right below as you fight off this creature. Just a funny little small feature, which is a dope feature to have support like that. Whenever you need it, you can call for backup, and this game has that to offer, not just during combat, but on regular times too. So I'm interested to see how that works. No one has the exact answer for just general interactions, but I'm guessing it's going to be very useful, specifically in the end game when you get to hard places, you need help, or run out of supplies, and you're like, I need to find a way to make this work, you know? So it's interesting. So he uses a couple different things. He uses the freeze, and then he shoots. So it's a combination, and I believe that was a very lethal, very heavy, hard-hitting setup, because it's a combination. So you froze a piece of him, and then you shot that piece. I believe it really, really does damage. As we see, he beat this guy already, but overall, it's fun and interesting. As you can see, the whole universe dries out after that situation, and I'm sure you're gonna need a break, but the whole universe dries out. So I wonder if this is just in-game. You get caught in a situation, all of a sudden liquefies the universe. Now you gotta fight through it. So I don't know how that's gonna work overall, but it's an interesting mechanic because you never die, right? You never go to game over and start over. It's always some type of dimension that you enter. So no spoilers on what the story could be when it comes to that, but it's just that's what the game's about, right? So the way the game's really about, to put it in simple terms as far as like description, it's called Death Stranding. And what happened is the Earth got hit by some type of explosion, and it caused supernatural events that are called Death Stranding, right? So these supernatural events, what is the Death Stranding? You end up in a different dimension. You end up in a different thing where you're not dead or alive type of setup. And the details on that we don't know until we play the game, but it's there, right? And I'm just interested to see how that'll work out with the way this gameplay's set up there. We've seen us get caught by the creatures. Instead of dying, we end up getting sent somewhere where the world is liquefied. It's a very interesting concept and formula. And right now you're watching, just after a battle, you want to re-heal yourself and regenerate. This is kind of it. Took a quick second here to check my audio. Appreciate you guys coming out on Periscope. Appreciate you guys showing love on social media. Appreciate you guys on YouTube. I need y'all all to come over to Twitch. Alright? Do me the favor. Stick to Twitch. Support me on Twitch. I do stream on everywhere at the same time for fun, but I would like to do Twitch as my main source in the future. So you can come over there. Plus, we have a giveaway for Twitch subscribers, a collector's edition of Death Stranding for Twitch subscribers. So you definitely want to check that out and get involved with it. But yeah, so what we saw here is these hot tubs, these hot baths, or whatever you want to call it. They're all over the world. There's different kinds. So this one right here recharges your batteries, you know, electric stuff or whatever. So how it works, how it doesn't work, we don't know the full details on the different kinds that they are. But what's cool is this right here. For example, the players can put signs up of what they found or what they didn't find, and go from there. If you are on different platforms, please leave a comment. I'm happy to engage with you guys and talk about this game. Anything you want to discuss or not discuss, we will. The stream is more about bringing awareness to the giveaway, and also discussing updates on Death Stranding and just random little things like this right here. A player went and left this vehicle, so us were able to use it. And this is a really awesome mechanic. And I think that I'm gonna leave everything behind. On my first playthrough, I don't know how generous I will be. It depends. If the first 2-3 hours of the game feel so hard, I gotta keep every item I have, and I don't have a lot, I'll probably just stick with it. But after like an hour, after like 5 to 6 hours, I'll start leaving things behind. Creating bridges like this is a player's choice to make this bridge. So this is someone else's bridge, and it's been used 400 times, because every time you pass through an item that someone left, you give it a like automatically, and you can give it a second like if you really wanted to. So right here we see it's 403 because you walk past it at the end. So every time you utilize an item, you end up liking it for the person. So it's a pretty cool mechanic. I wonder how it's gonna work. Very interesting stuff. And that right there was a boost. When he went through that sign, it was a speed boost. So those are small little details you gotta pay attention to. And right here he's scanning the area, trying to see what's around. These are just small details. He's looking at another player's footprints, following where the player was going, which is interesting because imagine you're playing a game and instead of just going on a mission, you're just following someone's footsteps and hanging out, seeing what comes and what goes. Shout out to Lost in Games. I gotta give you some love, man. I see you here. I love it when guys come by. But again, this is all just gameplay, general stuff. Wanted to showcase to you guys. As we see here, again, he gets caught, and this is trouble. But if you pay attention, he can escape this area, and there's actually a stat that you can level up in the game, and it's called sinking. So you probably won't sink if you level that up. That's going to be one of the things I level up right away, max that out, so that I won't fall into the Death Stranding part of the game, and I'll continue to play the main story. But at the same time, I wonder what this Death Stranding is going to be like, as far as are we just going to fight those catchers that we saw earlier, or are we entering other realms and out to the universe? As you can see here, here's another, I forgot the name of this guy, but it's another battle with a creature, squid-like creature, and I forgot the name of what it was called. They're all very interesting setups overall. As you can see, this is just a bunch of different cuts. Some of it is from things that we cut up. Some of it is stuff already built into the game as far as visuals. Very beautiful, very interesting combat and setup right here. That's my favorite there, to see the action, the shooting. We can't wait for that part when the game releases to see how good it feels. For the first time, Kojima's alone, and his new business. So, but yeah, so these are really good visuals overall, and you'd be surprised at how much spoiled is this game when you're watching these cutscenes and all the different things that we noticed throughout. Need something to drink here because I don't feel so good right now, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so we've been listening to the same music for a while now. I'm going to turn that off, play some other music in a minute. What y'all think? Should we do it? I gotta put this on Bluetooth. I'm gonna do that. There we go. Don't be so loud. Just playing some instrumentals, random. randomly selected through YouTube a playlist of instrumentals. Hopefully the beats are good. It's supposed to be like chilled out beats. I like it. A little hip hop. Gotta turn it up, right? Yeah, baby. Alright, we back, baby. So we're getting to watch a lot of these trailers, and this is the interesting part. The storm is about to destroy Sam. It's really going to kill him here. And this trailer presents the storm. And what's funny about the storm is that timefall, if you know what that is, can kill people. So I'm curious on gameplay wise if this is going to be a continuous mechanic of like, all right, it's about to hit a storm, you got to find cover. Then you find a cave, you find anything to kind of get into cover. I'm interested to see how that works. You know? I do love this scene here. This is going to be a very dramatic scene. She looks like a badass, so it's going to be hard to catch her. Somehow they catch her. They got her held hostage somewhat. And this guy has superpowers. He's able to summon thunder and rain. And then teleport also. Plus licking people's faces while it's just creepy. To say the least, y'all. But yeah, so thank you for tuning in, rocking with me. We just trying to vibe out, man, and enjoy the day. I got a little bit of music. Shout out to Cadillac coming through, man. Thank you for keeping me company, bro. It's helpful. Let's discuss a few things. Right now, we discussed tomorrow's the final trailer is going to be revealed at Paris Game Week. Kojima will be putting up a trailer. I will be doing a live stream. Once it goes live, I'm going to go live, hopefully. If not, after it's out, I'll make a video about it and we'll discuss the game. Again, no spoilers in this stream. This is strictly peace and love stream, discussing the game and the things we see in these trailers. That being said, I also am discussing the giveaway that I have going on. But for some reason, go. Let's see if there it is. What? So, I think I'm banned. I think my very own bots banned me from commenting on this thing. Interesting. All right, let's see. All right, I'm gonna post it up right now. So, what are your thoughts? This is the information of what I got to give today as far as talking about it. The giveaway I'm putting up in the stream, so you can sign up right now. There's 2 different giveaways. There's 5 copies of the original game, which is pretty dope if you ask me. Death Stranding full game copies. It's gonna be digital codes. I'm not gonna be giving away physical copies for the the full version of the game. But all you gotta do is go to madgamer.com/ds, sign up, and you're good to go for that. You'll be raffled off, and on the 7th of November, I will give away 5 copies to people who signed up. Only 5 copies. After that, on the 15th of November, I'm doing a sub-only giveaway for my Twitch subscribers. So if you're on my Twitch, you can get the giveaway by being a subscriber. I'm going to email you guys, let you know you're in the raffle a couple days ahead, and then draw the raffle winner on the 15th live on stream. I'm going to be displaying the raffle drawing and hanging out with you guys on that specific day. That's the game plan. That's the format. That's the setup. That's what's popping, baby. And today I just want to chill out and hang out and enjoy some time with you guys. Nothing too crazy. Anybody tuning in, rocking with me, we appreciate you. Whether you're on Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, Periscope. I don't know. I feel weird right now. I don't know if it's something I ate, or the fact I haven't really been eating that good. But Drinking some water to kind of settle myself. Other than that, there's not a lot of news. Kojima's going on the World Tour, which is World Strand Tour, which is basically him making appearances and kicking it with everybody. And there's one in New York that I might go to. I got to figure out how I'm going to get to New York and back without having any hassles. But on the 6th of November, Kojima is having one. And I'm interested. Because let me see what these trailers are showing here. I'm interested because I tried to sign up to meet Kojima, a meet and greet, but it said it was full. But I think they're gonna reopen that and see how many days he'll be in New York. If he's in New York for 2 days, we get blessed, lucky enough to hold it down. But he's working very hard, man. Traveling sucks. No matter how you do it, you can be first class all you want. If you're on a plane for 12 hours coming from Japan to America or whatever the hours are, 13 hours to fly, that's torture, man. I go from here to LA. It takes 5 hours, 6 hours, or whatever it is. And that's rough. Shout out to Alpha. Let's just call you Alpha. Alpha Omega. Thank you for coming by. We're just hanging out, talking about news for Kojima. He's coming out to America in the 6th, but right now, tomorrow, he's going to be in Paris. He's going to be in London. He's going to be in the UK for the next couple days. And then he's going to America, which is November 6th. He'll be in New York City doing a meet and greet. And they have a big gallery for Death Stranding. So I want to go. I might be there. I'm a New Yorker, but I live in Boston right now. And then besides that, we were talking about the giveaway I'm doing. 5 copies of Death Stranding. You just got to sign up through madgamer.com/DS. And then you can get a collector's edition if you're a Twitch sub between now and November 5th. All my subs get a chance to win a collector's edition of this game. So it should be good. We should have a good time, man. Very good. So I'm very hyped and excited for it, to say the least, man. I am going to take a second here. Let's look at certain trailers right here. I wanted to talk about that scene right there. That scene's important to me, man. I'm not even going to do it. Actually, yes I am. Come on, man. Alright, so let's listen in. I'm going to be quiet.
I'll show you the real thing soon. I promise. The whole wide world will be yours to explore. You'll be able to go wherever you want. Even the moon.
Alright, so the reason that's important for me specifically is because he tells a baby he can go anywhere, even the moon. And then in Kojima's mascot logo, the dude is in the moon. It's such a great connection. And it is powerful to think that the logo for the company, which has a deep meaning. If you don't know what the meaning is, I'll break it down in a second there. Let's go back to these trailers here. I'm just gonna go here. So, if you don't know what the meaning is, so when that trailer came out, it was the first time Kojima announced he's an independent studio. He put out a big paragraph, and it basically stated, Ludens is the logo, which we have right up top over there. He's literally right here next to me, dude. Should I grab him? You want me to bring him over? Should I grab him? So Ludens is the mascot for the company, and Ludens stands for those who play. So human beings are considered Homo sapiens, but Ludens are considered those who play, and it has a deep meaning about humans' evolutions and their ability to not just survive and strive, but also play and to do more and evolve in that way. It's a very special message Kojima sent to the players. We are those who play, and it's such a very, very special overall message for us, right? And it's just a beautiful thing. Then the trailer comes out and it shows the Ludens stamping the flag, which is Kojima's logo. Then you got the whales in the background splashing, and it's a very interesting trailer. And you're like, oh, that's a cool logo trailer for the company. That's nice. But then you see this game and you see Sam and you see everything he's doing. You see him with a book bag similar to the mascot, and you say, wait a minute. It kind of and in the game there's Ludens references, as we've seen right there. It says Luden fans. Then you see a whole bunch of just connections to the whole thing, and that basically opens the door to the possibility that the baby, because Mads tells the baby you can go anywhere, even the moon. Baby ends up in the moon as Ludens, aka the player. So it's all connected. I've been saying this since 2006, when the trailer dropped for Homo Ludens. I said, that's us. We're those who play. Cool. Then the first trailer dropped with the baby. It said, we are the baby. And then from there, I've kept that theory, and I have tweets I can go back and show you guys that I've put this on the table since 2006, that the baby will represent the players, and that it's a representation of us, Kojima's babies, the fans. And he always does this in his video games, and I just think that it's gonna be very special when we see it. Thank you guys for tuning in and rocking with me, man. We appreciate you. Everybody coming out, man. Thank you. Leave some comments and thoughts about this game. Leave what you like, what you don't like, what you're wondering, what you know for facts, what you think is crazy about my statements. Feel free to just kick it with me, man. We're here to vibe out and enjoy the game. Talk about my giveaway. Talk about the game. Talk about the events that are coming up for the next week and a half with Kojima. And just chill out and enjoy the day, man. That's all we're trying to do. Enjoy the day with me, man. Hang up. Let's do it. So, back to the topic. So, I've been doing that since 2016. And simply because I've studied Kojima's development skills and the way he puts everything together in a deep message for the players. Metal Gear games always had a deeper message for the players. Each one you ever played, very powerful, very beautiful. And I'm interested on what this core message. I already know, like, more or less, just from the Ludens thing, how it's connected to this. It tells you everything. Like, if I can Google it right now, I don't know if I can do this while I'm streaming. Let's let me see what I could do. How about this? How about we do this? Let's go dark for a second. And I'm gonna put this. Nope, I can't do it. All right, how about this? Kojima. I think I can find it. I think I can find it, guys. There it is. Open image. Do I got it? Looks terrible and small, but it's the best I can do, man. There it is. That's the one I wanted. Alright, fellas. We got it. Apologies. I really wanted to showcase it to you guys in the best format possible. And hopefully this is visible for you guys. I am going to read it. And you tell me what you think after you see this. Alright, so this is the day that Kojima announced the studio. They opened up the website. They put this on the website. They shared it on social media. They put it out to the world. This is before any trailers for Death Stranding. This is before they even had any game officially announced. This was literally with the knowing what they were wanting to do with Death Stranding. and putting this out before. This is literally 2016. Just a powerful, powerful, powerful message. And we're going to read through it and remember the concepts of what Ludens stands for. So if you read the book Homo Ludens, which discusses the evolution of mankind, where we go from just trying to survive and using sticks to stab things, and we're not civilized, and we're just animals somewhat, and then we keep evolving to Homo sapiens, then we evolve to Homo Ludens, those who play, right? So we're going to get into it, the message, and here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it says, from sapiens to Ludens. We are Homo Ludens, those who play. From the moment we enter the earth, we instinctively invent ways to have fun and share our adventures with those around us. Think about it. We're sharing stuff in this game, all right? So just think about the game every time I talk. It's very important to just dissect this in the game's universe. Never mind the message for personal reasons. That's a separate conversation. But this is for Death Stranding, all right? So just pay attention. We are not asked to do this, nor do we need reasons to create. It is simply who we are. Pretty philosophy, a lot of philosophy here. We find one another and compete with one another. We laugh together, we cry together. All while playing together. You listening? Our experiences bind us and liberate us. To share our most valuable experiences, we create stories, invent tools, and evolve the art of play. Play has been our ally since the dawn of civilization. Right? And then playing is not simple. It's not simply a pastime. What's wrong with me? I'm sitting here trying to like put pressure on it. I'm not very good at performing literature. I'm a freestyler. But anyway, so here we go. And then he says, truth be told, Homo Ludens, those who play, are simultaneously Homo Faber, those who create. So we're creating a lot of things in this universe. We're creating bridges. We're creating these music towers. We're creating a lot of stuff in this game. And it's all connected to this message here. Let's keep... I'm going to check the comments in a minute, guys. I want to keep reading this. This is Kojima's message when he created the studio for Kojima Productions, independent studio. And now, let's finish up with the last piece of literature. Even if the earth were stripped, which it is in Death Stranding. And I'm adding words here, but every time I talk about Death Stranding, it's not in here. And it goes, stripped of life and reduced to a barren wasteland, which Death Stranding is a wasteland. Our imagination and desire to create would preserve beyond survival. It would provide hope that flowers may one day bloom again. Through the invention of play, our new evolution awaits. We are Homo Ludens. We are those who play. So the reason this is important is because Kojima's just a genius. Right? So this is not just a message for his new studio and the theme behind the new studio. This is a message for us and the players and the game when it releases. After we play this game, if we read this message again, it'll be so powerful and it'll be so touching and it'll be amazing. Right? So that's something I just wanted to share with you guys, and let you guys experience that with me. And I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a really good time. Hold on a second. I'm deleting some of these messages here. Woo. All right. So that's what's going down. That right there was in 2016, before this game was announced, before any type of trailer was made, before anything, just for the company. But in reality, it all fits into this theme, this concept, and this overall format that Kojima's bringing together. By the way, thank you guys for tuning in and rocking with me. This is a Death Stranding live stream. There's no spoilers here. This is all just official footage that they put out already. And this is me conversating about the game, the message, the theme, the gameplay, interacting with you guys, hanging out, and just enjoying the overall. Shout out to Alpha for saying Kojima is a big mind. He's always making something unique and crazy. Yes, he is. He's the best. Shout out to Little Gray, my favorite, my brother from another mother. I love you, man. It's always good to have you and see you, man. I hope everything's good. Didn't expect to see you online now. Came here to watch previous briefings about Death Stranding. Shout out to you, man. Come on and hang out. I appreciate you, dude. And look at this. We got Leon, Kratos, the God of War, in the chat, showing love as a leader. Leaders show support. Leaders are taking charge and showing support. So I appreciate you coming through and being a leader, joining the movement, coming by. You are the man. That being said, if you want to really get down, lead. I'm not pressuring you, Lena. I just want everyone to know that I am doing a giveaway, a sub-only giveaway for a collector's edition of this game. All you have to do is be a sub, and on the 15th of November, I will be drawing the winner, only one winner for the collector's edition of this game. But I have 5 regular copies I'll give for anybody. All you got to do is go to madgamer.com, and I'm going to put that in the chat just so you can check it out for yourself, and then we'll be good. Let me see. Copy. There we go. Apologies, I need to sneeze. All right, so someone just asked, and you said you pre-ordered it? Awesome, bro. Is it true that the game will be available to play November 8th at 12 a.m.? Well, the catchy thing is, this is PlayStation, all right? So PlayStation has a regional lock on games, and it's kind of weird. So for example, if I have an Australian account on my PlayStation and I pre-order the game there, I can download it and play it like 12 hours ahead of time. So that happens in different regions. So it's kind of just a weird thing. Some games, companies, developers and publishers are learning how to do a worldwide release that no one can play it until that specific time. But I 100% do believe that exactly at 12 a.m., whatever time you're in, you're going to be able to play Death Stranding. So for example, I'm in the East Coast of America. 12 o'clock my time, I'll definitely be able to play. It just depends on your region and how that works with PlayStation. PlayStation is very specific about their regions and try to provide everybody with exact time for their time frame. So it's a little bit complicated, but it's supposed to be a worldwide release for 12. Yep, and November 6th, it will be. You pre-ordered the special edition. Nice. We got to look at each edition, guys, because I'm only doing a giveaway for the collector's edition. But I'm interested to see what the other editions, which I already seen all of them, but just to show them on stream would be good too. So I'm going to take a second here and display this trailer to use the bathroom and come back. I hope y'all like this trailer. I think it's a cool one. Help you understand how the baby works. And just interesting. Just very interesting. Let's go into it real quick. I'll be right back in 2 seconds.
Dead man, you there? Little help.
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached.
I'm gonna go ahead and lower this. I just wanted to say, man, like, this is a very, very telling trailer about the baby and what it is going to be used for and what its importance, and it's very, very strange of what can happen and what will happen. There's a lot not known about these babies, and that's said in the game, but also we connect the baby to bring it, like, if it's still in its mom, and we're going to see the next trailer which explains how the babies suffered. So there's a mother who was having a baby, and these events, these supernatural events, killed off her baby, but she's still alive. And it's a very telling trailer, and I want you guys to pay attention to this one. It's very important for the game. All right.
Don't worry, Sam. She doesn't bite. Glad you made it.
What the?
There, she's down. Even though she can't drink it, my body keeps making it. Going through the motions really helps with the soreness, though.
What is she?
She's my daughter. And I'm her mama. It's okay. She's only connected to me. It's not like the other BTs. You can see it, right? You're hooked up. Now you know why I can't leave.
All right, so sick stuff there, of course. But the concept and the message behind it is when you first see these character development trailers, it's explaining to you the world. So everybody that's like, what is this game? What is happening? It's just crazy. I don't understand. And they want to tweet it and meme it and make it funny. But really, there's supernatural events that happen on the world that are called Death Stranding. Those Death Stranding events, you see all these creatures and all this craziness. That's what that is. That being said, these babies are pretty much the only way for you to connect to the other side without ever being dead or whatever the situation is. So they utilize these babies for that. Now, when we see the lady, aka Mama, she explains that when the events happen, her baby was stolen from her, and that's what happened. She didn't want to disconnect from it. She still loves the baby regardless. So she's not letting it go, and that's why she's stuck there with it, because she can't just leave it. So it's a little crazy, weird. Of course, it's a whole different type of game. We've never seen that before, but it's very simple at the same time. So this idea that it's complicated and it's crazy is not true, in my belief. And these are always interesting, fun trailers to look at, to rewatch in certain ways. So what I'm doing right now, for example, you pay attention to Sam, you pay attention to, what is his name in here, Dead Man, and you can watch the baby and see how the baby reacts. All of these different elements are interesting. Specifically, when you watch the Mama trailer, see how Sam's baby reacts to the other baby. You know, just pay attention to his face. I know you probably didn't see that. You didn't look. It's interesting because those things are vital also. You know what I mean? Thank you guys for watching on YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, Periscope. All you guys coming out, hanging with me. I appreciate it. We're just talking about Death Stranding, talking about all the trailers that are already out. No spoilers. We are talking about the giveaway I have going on. 5 copies of the game and a collector's edition. The 5 copies are easy. You can just enter and through the website, and then we'll raffle off 5 people for the regular copies. And then there's a collector's edition that we'll be giving away on the 15th, which is separate from the first giveaway. That one is for subscribers only. So head over there and do your thing. Good luck. That being said, what we're talking about today when it comes to setup and format is the simple things to understand about this universe that is already explained, it's already out there. Supernatural events destroy Earth, causing Death Stranding. That's what the description on the website for Death Stranding says. And after that, it's all assumptions and views that we see, like this baby and the effects of using it to be able to navigate through the supernatural things in the world. So this supernatural baby we connect to be able to connect to the other side. Then after that, we get this next trailer which explains a woman who lost her baby to this Death Stranding, and it pretty much made it so that she's alive, but the baby's a creature or whatever they're called. I don't know what it's called, a BT beach thing, but I call it stranded ones. That's the name I gave it, and I've always been saying this since the game has been announced and these things have been announced. Stranded ones just feels better for me. So right here, if you want to pay attention to the baby in Sam's pod, BB, he's called. If you watch closely on how the baby reacts, instead of watching Sam, instead of watching Mama and all of these other things, pay attention to the baby and just see what it does or what it doesn't do. Does it act good, happy, mad, sad? Is it not reacting at all? Because we already know what Sam is like. We already know how he reacts. I'm interested to see what the baby reacts like. in this cutscene that we just saw a couple minutes ago. If you pay attention real quick, just give it a quick glance, and then we'll go right here when they cut back to Sam. Pay attention to see how the baby reacts, because we already know how she's reacting. We already know what the baby looks like. We already know how Sam reacts, like, what the hell is that? And she explains it. The Death Stranding events did this. Took her baby, but she doesn't want to let it go, even though it's a creature now. Fairly interesting. So now, right in this part right here, I believe they pan out of Sam, and you can see how the baby's reacting. And that is an interesting part for me to see what the baby does, because I don't pay attention to every detail, but you can see in this part here, it's coming up though after she rubs her boobs. Kojima always got to do some sexualizations in games, man. All right, so see the baby there. It's acting quite a normal, but I don't know if the baby always acts like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just interested in to see if this baby's in the world is gonna affect the baby that you have. How does that play a role? But we'll see. Just fun little details like that I'm interested for the game and the overall experience. Now let's pay attention to one really good trailer here. This one is the real deal. This one is a good example of what Death Stranding, how it affects everybody, and this gentleman here talks deeply about it. Let's get into it as we go. I'm gonna mute myself.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
No luck. Visit 218,550. Oh, sorry. Where were we? I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially onerous. Defecation, ablution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot. Sleep is the tricky one. And intercourse, I suppose. Verbal or physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam? Listen to music. Watch films? You know, I keep busy. I have a collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short films, and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window. All from before the Death Stranding, of course. But honestly, the 21 minutes I spend here, all downtime, nothing more. Time spent waiting to go back to the search. My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
Yeah, so that right there is just another telling story, compelling format for us, right? So this guy here kills himself. Every 21 minutes, he goes back to the Death Stranding to find his family. And if you didn't pay attention there, I don't know if people ever seen this I don't go on like Reddit. I don't search through social media or anything for the clues that people try to find. But in my searching, in the first minute, he's standing still, and right next to him is a picture of a man, a female, and a kid. And since he's talking about his family, I have reason to believe he has one kid and a wife, of course. And those are the two that he's looking for in this Death Stranding state. Now, how does that work for the players and us? I don't know. We seen some things, some hints to it, but no one has an official word. And even if I did, I wouldn't leak it. But this is what the game is all about, right? Death Stranding. And the question is, when we die, do we enter this new gameplay and we in a different universe, dimension? Or are we already in the dimension? What is really going on? It's an interesting overall setup for the game. And apologies about this perverted "let me see you pee." This is Sam Porter Bridges gameplay. But so I don't know what y'all think. What y'all got to say about that situation? Seeing that someone else continuously dies on purpose so that he can go back to the Death Stranding. But he's pretty much a very good doctor or scientist to be able to revive himself over and over and over. Take that chance of never coming back. It's a very interesting thing. And he's been doing it for like 10 years from the number that he said. That's crazy. So those are the interesting parts of the game that we're lucky enough to hopefully see in the future. Wait a minute. Let me check my tweeting life here. So Periscope didn't pop up this time. Well, okay. So maybe don't put my link in. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Let me go. Alrighty, I'm back. Anyway, so those are the interesting things, and those are just the beautiful, quick, character development presentations that Kojima's showcasing to us, and it's spoilers. It's spoilers in the game. Those are spoilers. I don't care what you say. It's too spoilery, in my opinion. They tell a lot of the universe. They explain to you how the universe works and most likely how you're going to enter this Death Stranding. And it's spoilerish, but it's pretty cool, and it helps people who say that they don't know enough about this game. If you watch my trailer, if you watch just these trailers that I'm presenting that are all on Kojima Productions YouTube channel, most of them, not all of them, but most of them are on Kojima's production channel, then you should know all of this. You should know the whole story as far as the setting for the story and what is really happening in the universe. You should know what to expect as far as gameplay goes, because we've seen a bunch of over like 2 or 3 hours worth of actual footage. So it's not a mystery as people want to perceive it. Now, is there going to be plot twists and things that are strange and this quantum physics elements that are like really weird? Sure, but that's a part of the universe, right? So you have supernatural things. We're so used to superheroes, we don't question that. We don't say, how does Superman fly? Or how does, you know what I mean? Like, those are not natural things, you know? I've never been bitten by a spider. Well, I have been bitten by a spider. I've never been turned into a Spider-Man because I got bit by a spider, is what I meant to say. And, you know, I haven't got bit by every spider in the world, but I'm just saying. So these things have never happened. And it's stupid and silly superhero powers that we won't consider too out there because we're expecting from superheroes. But in this game, you have normal people and weird visuals of mystique creatures, and so it all looks wow. Shout out to Gabriel coming by. Thank you very much for coming to Twitch. We are hanging out and enjoying this game and talking about this game. We're not enjoying it. We're not playing. These are trailers from Kojima that he put out, and I'm just discussing the fact that this game is very simple. It's everything is in front of us. Everything is a little too much in front of us. It's way, and I think for the future, I'm not gonna watch. I love Kojima, but I'm not gonna watch none of his trailers. I'm just gonna play any game he makes after this game, because I'm so obsessed with Kojima's work. I break it all down. I understand everything already on how this game works. For example, this mechanic here, the baby can be stressed out and it can lose percentage on on its stability. You don't want it to be ineffective, so you got to take care of it. It's very important. So I'm interested to see how overall it's gonna work. Just Death Stranding, the events of that in this universe. You know, I'm interested to see if this is Earth or is this another planet that they're calling America. I'm interested to see a lot of these overall setups for this game. You know, but yeah. So if you want to learn about the giveaway, Gabriel, there's 2 ways to enter. If you're a subscriber, you can win a collector's edition. If you just want a regular copy, all you have to do is go to the madgamer.com/ds and win that way. Apologies to anybody that's new and is like, what is he talking about? So there's a giveaway, and for those who've been here this whole time, double apologies for having me repeat this over and over. So right to this link right here, you're able to win a prize. All you got to do is go and sign up. It's very simple, very easy. But yeah, so this supernatural stuff sure is weird and crazy, but so is Batman, Superman, and Flash, and who else? All the Avengers, you know. they have powers, like, you know what I mean? Like the Hulk. That's so super power, dude. That's supernatural. You know, regardless if you think they're just heroes, this game has some things like this. It's a supernatural creature, supernatural powers for certain guys, and quantum physics style of presentations. You know what I mean? So it's all normal if you think about it in that sense, and you say, "Wow, it's true." You know. But yeah, this whole sequence here, resting and relaxing, a very important part of the game for pacing. So imagine you get into a big fight, you go through some trouble, and then you let me put this hat up sideways like this. You get into a big fight, you're tired, and you need to rest, recover. And we just watched this trailer, so let's fast forward this. I am going to move up all the way to here. Alright, so we're going to watch some action sequences here and get into the key parts here of battle. You're going to get to finally see real combat. And this part is important because we didn't get to see a lot of combat in this game, but today we do. We'll see some stealth at the start. We'll see some getting caught and fighting. And then we'll see some escaping pretty much overall. So this is an enemy base, real human enemies, not creatures, not I don't have the audio on because this is in Japanese. If we have 10 Japanese viewers that want to watch in Japanese, I'll turn it up so you can hear. But I don't know Japanese, so I don't understand. So I keep it all muted and just play some music and do my own commentary. So right there was a stealth, non-lethal takedown. And right here he finds some good stuff. And we'll see what happens. For me, I wouldn't leave this area. I would gather everything. I'll take every enemy down, gather everything, and then be on my way. Even if they see me, I'm going to go crazy and fight them all. That's just the way I play. But right here, he picks up some items. He got the exoskeleton suit. He has the gun he can use. These guys catch him. And as you can see, there's so many items in here, dude. I would gather all of it. There's no way I'm not going to be in there for the whole time. Takes one guy down, then you have a bunch of other guys. Interesting there's still slow motion in this game. Something Kojima's put in other games he's made. So those little details are good. Slow motion for that knockdown, and slow motion here when he knocks him down. See, again, I'm a hoarder. I'm getting all those items, picking up everything. I love it. I love it. I love it. Today's stream didn't pop up the right way because I put a link. I'm not going to do that next time. I can't do it. I appreciate y'all coming out, though, hanging with me. So, that's pretty much it, guys. That's the details. I think I've already talked about this. So, what we're going to do now, I'm going to stop this action after we see him jump. I want to show y'all some beautiful cinematics and discuss, before I leave, another hour of discussing the themes, the concepts, the message behind this game, and the beautiful parts of it. I do this all the time before I end my stream, so that's what we're doing right now. So cool stuff right there. But now we're going to get into the good stuff here.
It ain't as simple as it seems. They'll try and stop you every step of the way. But you gotta keep moving. No matter what. They've torn us apart. Fractured our society.
Hurry, Sam. You know what's at stake.
And the only way to save it is in my hands. My name is Sam Porter Bridges. It's my job to reconnect us.
Sam Porter Strands, that is. So, we want to discuss this game. So, to see the world in a grain of sand and heaven in a wildflower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand. And eternity in an hour. Just powerful stuff there in the message. And this trailer right here, it's pretty much how we wake up in the game, as far as we have nothing. We're trying to figure it all out. And we're trying to go forward. And I believe the game's message and theme and concept and overall is going to be a big part of this message, where players need each other and need to connect. We need to build the world of Death Stranding in the game. And how that's going to work and how it's going to play out, no one knows. Not even the creator Kojima knows, because it's up to other players, and how we act and react and how we do things in the game will affect the outcome of what's going to happen with the actual online mechanics for multiplayer. That being said, we see here a man who has a physical, mental sickness of connecting and touching. He literally can't touch things. It hurts him. So he's sitting there holding the baby. Feels like he loses it. He doesn't know what's happening. And this is like such a deep metaphor and concept to Kojima, and his games are his baby, and how they can be lost. And it's up to us, the players, to find them again, to connect things again, to be able to become those who play, to be able to become the Ludens of the world. 9 more days, that's right. Just 9 more days, man. But these concepts, these themes are very beautiful, very powerful. These visuals are so amazing, to say the least. Let me turn up the music a little bit here. I was actually at E3 at the Sony press conference theater when Kojima walked on stage if you watch the live version, I think I'm the guy who screams, "We love you, Kojima!" And he's like, "Calm down, dude." I was there when this trailer was presented for the Sony press conference. It was a beautiful day. And it was just so powerful because it's just what is going on in this game, right? Even if you watch it now and you know about the universe, you know the Death Stranding effects that these things got affected by, it's still a lot of mystery and cloud to what happens in the universe and how does it all come to be. And I don't know if we're ever going to get the real answer because Kojima's very smart about presenting the games to the point where it's interpretation first and no answers. You don't need to know exactly how the Death Stranding effects work. You don't need to know the cause specifically. He can just put it that nuclear war caused these supernatural events to happen. And it's still beautiful and powerful and interesting to say the least. So that's where Kojima's a genius for it. And he just these trailers, you know, pollution, the environment just being destroyed. This is real life issues that are happening. How the world is disconnected, even though we're connected through these wires in the game, connected through social media and all this, we're still disconnected from each other. We're not really connected, and it's a pretty powerful setup. Hey, you like my figure over here? You want me to grab it? Thank you, Cam, for coming through. Or Came Worry. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you here. We're just hanging out talking about Death Stranding and these trailers and the messages behind them and the importance of how these are meant to be interpreted for everybody. It's different for everybody. So how do you want to see this? You know what I mean? You're seeing World War I or II tank and soldiers with their gear. How does this play a role in the modern day? Is this a modern day? What universe are we in? Are we in a different planet? Are we on Earth and these supernatural events took over? Are these things, you know, even real at all? Those are the questions and those are the thoughts. And you said this is the, yeah, so that's a good concept and a message. Perfect example. In Metal Gear Solid 3, we learn about the boss. She is probably the most powerful, influential character in the Metal Gear series. She only appears once, and that is in Metal Gear Solid 3. I'm not going to spoil that game, but she also traveled and went to space and did a lot of things. So is this her? Could it be her? That is the question. We don't know. Could it be her? If it is her, then that's a great connection. Nobody's ever going to get the answer because I promise you Kojima's not going to just say it. He'll throw hints and clues and let you think of things, but no one will ever say it directly. And that's what's powerful about this game is there's going to be a lot of mystery and a lot of interpretations, and then after we play we could all discuss how we feel and what we think is real, what isn't real, what is true, what isn't true. Nobody's wrong. It's all interpretation. It's all fun discussion and topics, and Kojima loves us and loves that we do this, so he's encouraging it in his games and continuously putting it in front of us very beautifully through that. Kojima influenced storylines, yeah, for sure. So everything is connected. If you just got here, Cam, earlier we played one of the trailers to showcase the Homo Ludens. We even showed the Homo Ludens message, and we put some things together for, you know, just thoughts and ideas and things that Kojima's put together for us in a special way. And this right here, this trailer, for example, how Mads is connected to these soldiers and how he lets them go, but they're connected to him. He's controlling them and things like that. He said, "Nice connection, bro." Yes, sir. There's never a wrong answer in my view. We just have fun with the ideas and the thoughts and sharing them together. And we appreciate your follow here. That means you are a leader. Showing love and support to us is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. But yeah, so we just having fun with this and looking at the visuals and trying to interpret the connections with the game, the message, the theme, how it all works in real life, how it all works in the game, in Kojima's past and his future, and how it all plays a role for us, the players, when we get our hands in the control of this character who looks like a bad guy. He looks pretty evil, but I've been saying it, maybe he's not. You know, in Metal Gear games, nobody was the bad guy. Everybody was the bad guy because war is bad. The main characters, Solid Snake, Raiden, and Big Boss, all did terrible things. And they were bad guys in the games we played. So Metal Gear Solid 1, Solid Snake activates the Metal Gear, and he basically kills off all of the main people that they wanted him to kill without him even knowing it. And then when you watch when you play Raiden, he's also just a puppet controlled by these guys. And then you play part 3, Big Boss killing his own mentor, the boss, and pretty much just terrible. Like, Big Boss was bad. He didn't realize until later. Like, damn, I messed up. And those type of things Kojima presents to us. So Sam, for example, isn't exactly, I'm a hero, I'm the good guy, I'm the best. This is called war isn't good, and he's not good, and he's not going to be great, and it's going to be, the enemies are not going to have all bad. They're going to do good things too. And it's like, okay, well, you know, it's complicated when you talk about war. I need to protect my family. You need to protect your family. So we're going against each other, but we don't want to. We have to. If I have to protect my family, I'll do what I have to. So these are the concepts Kojima always does. Anti-war is never good. War is never good. And then anti-nuclear weapons is another theme which Kojima presents because of his family who suffered through the Hiroshima bombings. So he tributes the anti-nuclear weapons in his games to his family. And I believe that's going to come back in Death Stranding. I believe that anti-nuclear is going to be a big message here. I believe that's what caused all of this. I believe that's where Death Stranding exists, is because of all the nuclear war that the world had that caused all of it to happen. It's just my thoughts and theories, but we'll see, because Kojima is very powerful. Yeah, Kojima stays polite with the way he understands life. Yeah, for sure. It'll be interesting, to say the least. So these visuals that you're watching are gameplay, but these are specifically designed. He didn't want to showcase explosions and gunfire because it's anti-war, right? It's a message about not killing and not going crazy like that. And it's a beautiful, powerful message from Kojima, and I just love it. I really do. I think it's gonna be beautiful. And yes, sir. Hold on a second. I need to check my message. I got an email. Very important. So yeah, so these concepts and these themes are very important. What is this? Okay. I'll look at that later. Okay. Alright, I was just checking a message, guys. Alright, let me get out of there. So these are valuable lessons in this game, and in this part right here, another important part is Sam's personal story. Norman Reedus says that Sam has a sickness about touch, and a real life sickness in the game, and it's not about these creatures and all that. It's something about him, and I wonder why, and how does that play a role in the story. And so many interesting parts to this game. It's crazy. But yeah, Kojima's very powerful with his messages, and you know, there's gonna be a life lesson in this game for all of us, and I think that's what we want to hold on to when it comes to Death Stranding. Yay. Well, I'm gonna play this trailer for a second here, guys. I'll be right back.
Headed into town. Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long. The time fall fast forwards whatever it touches, but it can't wash everything away. The past just won't let go. I'll see you around. Sam Porter Bridges.
Sam, what's your status? Chiralium density is still increasing.
My status is fucked. There's tons of them.
Can you sit out the rain?
No, they're closing in on my position. I have to move before they realize I'm in here.
Sam, if one of those things eats you, it'll trigger a void out. You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater.
I got an idea.
So, this is pretty early in the game, guys. I don't think these are spoiler-ish. I think all these trailers, a lot of these trailers have the first 4 hours of the game. You know, just like cut scenes from there or gameplay from there, and then there's a couple little pieces from later on in the game. But there's still a lot to know and explore. So don't ever, you know, consider this official trailers. These are official. These are not mine. These are from Kojima Productions. Don't ever consider it too spoilerish. It's just pieces of the puzzle of what to expect from this game. But you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Great stuff. And we see here, if we paid attention to when Sam was talking to, what was her name in the game? Fragile, her name is. The girl with the jacket named Fragile. She explains that time fall fast forwards everything it touches, right? And in this trailer, we actually see it also. So this trailer has a lot of input in it, actually. And I'm going to rewind it. And let you hear the intro once again. But as you can, before we do, you see in Timefall, aka rain, hit these plants and the plants die pretty much. So it's very important to note about that. But let's rewind and let's listen to this start of this.
Once there was an explosion, a bang which gave birth to time and space. Once there was an explosion, a bang which set a planet spinning in that space. Once there was an explosion, a bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion.
So in my Kojima eyes, I believe, you know, nuclear war, just like Kojima always puts on the Metal Gear series, devastated the Earth, and that's where this whole, or devastated this planet, and it pretty much caused Death Stranding, all of these effects and all of these creatures and all these quantum physics to exist because of that. So how and why and whatever you want to try to pinpoint down, it's more personal for you to figure out. Hold on a second, I got some messages here. But it all ties together, doesn't it? It's all one big setup for the evolution of the players, evolution of mankind, the evolution. How is all connected? How is it all connected? Strands. Interesting. And we see timefall affect this guy in a special way, right? But why and how does it not affect these guys? And we see that also in the trailer when she eats a crypto, I forgot the name of those things. These little small creatures who actually, they in the real world, they can survive even space. They can survive fire, the hottest of hot, the coldest of colds, the space vacuum of no oxygen. And it's interesting because she says one crypto bite a day keeps the timefall away. And basically you see Sam eating these like if they were fruit or food or candy, just to keep himself going and not letting these things affect him. So it's interesting. It's very interesting. But they still wear these wetsuits to not get touched by the rain. Very interesting. These are concepts of how this universe works, and there's a lot of little details like the dead body there evaporating and the creatures trying to take people. Why are they trying to take them? What happens to them when they take them? Why does this man in this next part kill the guy that the creature's trying to take and himself before the creatures take him? What happens when they take you alive is the question of the game, and what does that really do to you? And it'll be interesting because we're going to find out when we play also, because it's probably going to happen to us at some point. Whoa, some stuff is popping up on my PC. So as you see here, this guy's about to get captured by these creatures, and his so-called friend who was trying to save him a minute ago ends up killing him, which is like, what? But I believe this is the reset button to not allow these creatures to conquer you. Why and how, it's not explained. We have to play the game, but it's interesting. So what do you guys find interesting about this trailer specifically? What is the most intriguing for you overall? And what's crazy is this guy's connected to the baby, so it's not a one-person baby. Like anybody can utilize it, and it's crazy. He lets the baby go. He gives it to Sam, and then he tries to kill himself here, which shows you how important it is to be dead before they capture you, because he does not want to die at all. Like, to have that type of spirit, you're crazy enough to kill yourself instead of allowing these things to capture you. That is kind of insane, guys. Let's be honest. But question is, why? As you see, he stabs himself to death before he gets caught. Question is why? No one knows, and we don't need to know until the game comes out, right? And then we experience it for ourselves. If you want to play the game with me, I'll be streaming it live once I'm allowed to. I'll stream it for everybody, and we can play it together and just hang out. And I want you guys to add me on PSN, because I'm not sure if the game mechanics are specific to friends or for anybody in the world. I'm interested to see how that's going to work. Because if you can have a friends list of supporters, I would definitely want every viewer to come by and enjoy that with me. You know, it's just a little concept. Anyway. So what should we get into next, guys? As you can see, I'm just breaking these down. If y'all want to keep it rolling, y'all have to comment instead of lurking. And let's just hang out. Before I discuss anything else, I do have a giveaway. That's the reason I'm advertising it to you guys. I'm going to put it up on the stream channels so that everybody can see it. Let me, there it is. Go right ahead, check it out. 5 copies of the full game and a collector's edition all be given away for you guys to check out. So go ahead and jump in right away. Let me look at this list to see what's next. So here, as you see, he's been eating these things. And he swallowed some, I guess, while he was in the Death Stranding part of the game. He comes out of it. He wakes back up to the real world, or supposedly the real world. And he spits a couple of them out. Very interesting. And why do they just float in the air like that? It's interesting, too. A lot of weird little things like that that I want answers to. We'll see what happens when the game comes out, and it'll probably explain most of it. Guys, I feel hot-headed, lightheaded right now for some reason. I don't know if it's... I need to get something to drink. But yeah, so what do you want to share, and what else you want to discuss about this game? I'm gonna take a 60-second break, grab some water, hydrate myself real quick, and we'll watch this next trailer with the audio on. Ready? Already. All right, let's get it.
BB, don't worry. It's okay. I'll always be with you. See the sunset, the day is ending. Let that yawn out. There's no pretending.
Together, you can help us reconnect. You can make America whole.
Nah, America's finished.
Sam, if we don't all come together again, humanity will not survive.
We don't need a country. Not anymore.
We do. Alone, we have no future.
Bridget, you're the president of jack shit.
It's all to safeguard the continued independence of Edgenut City. They want the UCA to leave him be.
Who are these assholes again?
Homo Demons. Militant separatist group.
I've heard of them. Bunch of terrorists who go around towns killing people and leaving craters.
Right. Nothing's off limits for them. Not even engineering void outs. There are extremists like the demons everywhere. Plotting in the shadows.
Yep, I wanted to retweet this stream for a second here. Hope that's cool. I don't know what's wrong. I haven't been feeling too good lately. I gotta get myself together. Whew. Shout out to everybody coming by. I see you guys on YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, Periscope. Thank you so much for hanging with me, man. You're keeping me company, you know? We're here just watching some trailers. Let's listen in.
Good thing it was raining. Even they know better than to mess with BTs.
I can't spot BTs. Just sense them.
That's why we came prepared.
A bridge baby, huh?
Makes me feel like shit every time.
Well, you are plugging into the other side. Freaks me out, too.
Kind of lower that a little bit. These nice little creepy creeps. Shout out to everybody coming by, hanging with me. Thank you very much. We are just chilling, talking about Death Stranding. No spoilers, no visual spoilers, no none of that. These are official trailers. Me just talking about what we see, talking about Kojima, talking about the news. Tomorrow's the final trailer being released for Death Stranding before it comes out. The launch trailer, to say. And should be good. Should be interesting. And then from there, we get to play the game in less than a week. It's 9 days away from the game being officially released to us. I know I'm going to stay up all night, and I'm going to be streaming it. So feel free to join me on my stream. I am going to be doing giveaways, full game copies, digital codes, 5 of them to be exact, and a collector's edition, all through my stream, all for you guys. And if you don't have the links, let me post that link for those that are coming in now. I'm gonna post it a little bit everywhere because I have. Come and hang out with me, man. Let's talk about it. And now the way the giveaways are gonna work is after those 6 giveaways, I'm hoping I get big support from the community just from showcasing this big of a giveaway. And if I do, I will continue to do more Death Stranding giveaways, like special items like the necklace, like just collectible things like the Ludens statue, whatever is best, whatever we can put together by the community, then I'll gladly supply it to all of you. So it's really all about love and support. My passion for this game and for the Kojima community is very high. So I'm always going to show love and continue to build. We're just watching this really dope trailer where you get to see all the characters. You see a lot of spoilers, a lot of cutscenes that are just kind of telling, like another Mads badass trailer. This is like my favorite part. As far as sequences, like visual stuff, this is like sick. This is so sick. Like the dude's psychotic. Like you could tell he's a madman. He lights a cigarette. It's just amazing. It's like this guy is really serious. He's something else. You know what I mean? You gotta love it. You gotta love him. You gotta love all of it. Bought myself a fruit. Wow, you can't see it. Okay. Wow. Little Gray 15 just said the most craziest comment, guys. He basically said that we might be able to play this game in black and white. How crazy that would be to be able to play Death Stranding in black and white. How you guys feel about that? It's a very important part.
The whole wide world will be yours to explore. You'll be able to go wherever you want. Even the moon.
You're able to go anywhere, even the moon. Even the moon, Ludens. Are you kidding me? So I set up my visuals this way specifically, where right after he says that, this pops up. I put it on my list in this order because I've been saying this since day one. This is us. We're the players. We're the Ludens. Kojima's put it in his messages and presented it to us in a very special way. Oh, before we continue, I want to jump on this one sequence here. Hilarious, to say the least. Let's go back. Apologies. Here we go. Rewind.
I know what you're thinking. Is that an otter on my head? Or am I just happy to see you? Well, both. Actually, the otter's a member of the weasel family. I have weasels in my family, but enough about my brother. By the way, that hood was threaded by the hand of my cosplay partner. And she's amazing. It's triple stitched. That's got silk. She's incredible. Wear it and you too can ride the river rapids without fear. Unless you're afraid of looking too sexy. Oh, right.
ではプライベートルームっていうのがありまして、
はい、
これは
サム、アメリと大
Ladies and gentlemen, my audio was muted there. I was asking you guys a simple question. I was asking you, name one creator in the world, Craig. In the world, Craig. That will give you that. In a serious game where you're going to cry. In a serious game where the tone and everything is beautifully done, perfection in a video game. Name one creator that will give you a beaver hat. Just one. Just name one, guys. I challenge you. That can sell millions of copies of a game with a very serious tone that'll probably make me cry. Outside of Kojima. And that it does this stupid feature here. He's literally floating like a beaver and acting like he's cracking a nut on his chest. Are you kidding me, dudes? Do y'all understand how ridiculous this is? Let's just look at that again. It's just ridiculous, my guys. The beaver's like cracking a nut with his mouth or whatever. This game will probably be game of the year and still have this ridiculous feature in it. You understand how good you have to be as a creator? You have to be a great creator. You have to be the best creator in the world to be able to have a serious game with serious tones that'll probably make people cry and make people think about life and, you know, and make gaming very serious, but then still give you this fun craziness. There's no one else. No matter where you go. However you want to play it. These are just ridiculous mechanics, but what do I know, right? We could just watch this and you tell me. Now you tell me, what other video game creator can do this? Not only do this, but make it a purpose and a reason in the game to do this. It's not just to be silly. It's going to be a reason for this. If a lot of players do the same thing at the same spot, this mushroom will grow and something special will come out of it. What that is, I don't know. But it's just ridiculous. Tell me what you guys think will come out of that. So Kojima says that if a lot of players do this, something special will come out of the mushroom. You'll get rewarded. Everybody will get rewarded for it. He also says there's many things in the world like this. Things that'll come depending on what you do. So the question is, what are these things, guys? Share a thought, share an idea. I don't have any. What grows out of mushrooms? What can you do with a mushroom? Is the question. I'm gonna write what a mushroom grows. What does a mushroom grow into? It grows into fruit. Sprours. I don't know what that is. How does it grow? What does it grow into? I don't see nothing what it grows into, guys. I'm getting how to grow them, but it doesn't tell me anything educational. Might have to do the research. It's interesting to me. I know not everybody's interested in that, but the fact that that's in the game, I'm interested. But we got a lot of special guests in this game. It's going to be pretty cool. Another special guest I want to show you guys. Let's see. Where is he? Does anybody know who this guy is? It's a music artist, I believe. Famous music artist. Tell me a little bit about him. I'm interested in this. I'm trying to fast forward through some of this to put in the silly stuff in there. And a hot bathtub to relax. So, in a lot of video games, you got regen health. You have something that Kojima actually kind of invented in the Metal Gear, original Metal Gear in the 80s. You had regen health. From my memory, you had regen health for the original ones. And in this game, it's a survival game somewhat. So having to take breaks to heal back up and stuff like that are important. So we're watching this special mechanic with the hot tub. And I'm interested because Kojima said that there's different kinds. This one specifically recharges, and relaxes these guys. But, so it's like electrolyte type of setup on this one. But the question is, what other kinds are there? What do they do? So, the importance of them is funny. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to rewind this. And we've already seen all of this. Pretty much done here, guys. We've seen it all, baby. Shout out to Shy Scaro for coming through with the follow. We appreciate you, man. We are just here talking about Death Stranding, talking about the game overall, talking about Kojima's design, talking about my giveaway where I'm giving away a bunch of copies. I sent the link to the stream so you can see for yourself. Come back after. Good luck to you. It's going to be randomized 5 people winning the copy of this game before it releases on the 7th of November. And then we have a separate giveaway that is a collector's edition for subscribers of my Twitch channel. So right now we're just discussing the game, general thoughts and presentations. I want to get back into some combat here with this creature. And what's funny is that these are actually not even boss battles. These are, well, not these guys. These are just normal enemies, but the other enemies are like mini bosses. They're not actual bosses. And you can fight them regularly, is what Kojima explained. So it'll be interesting. Shy said he seriously can't wait for this game to come out. Me either. Yeah, HDMR and 4K is going to be very special. So the giveaway, there's no competition. It's not a contest. So the giveaway is very simple. You go to madgamer.com/DS. You sign up there. You're put in a raffle. On the 7th, we'll raffle off the winner, 5 winners, and then send them the code for this game. That's on the 7th of November. Separately, we're doing a Twitch sub-only giveaway, which basically we're giving away a collector's edition of this game. So the link I just sent, post it once more time. Spam the chat. And there you go. So I wanted to talk about this boss battle here. This isn't a boss battle. I thought it was a boss battle. But on this commentary, when Kojima presented it, he said this is not a boss battle. You'll encounter these throughout the game. They're called catchers. And these things are no good. I don't know the full details, but I believe they send you to the other world. They're there to capture you and to really, really destroy you. So you definitely don't want to get beat by these. And get to see the combat non-lethal. You use your blood to defeat it. So your blood somehow destroys this thing. It's pretty interesting. You put a decoy on the floor to make it go there, and then you hit it with whatever you got, which was pretty cool. Small little mechanics like that, like distraction mechanics, are always a plus for me. It's little mini traps. I love that. I think every game should have that type of feature. So, but my question is this: we see him do a non-lethal beat of this boss battle, or this mini boss. The question is, can you beat this lethal? And if you do, what are the effects? Why is it bad or good to do it that way? That's what I want to know. And I don't know, but I want to find out. So we're going to find out, of course, together. But I'm interested. There's the cool mechanic right here where he calls for backup. I think I probably skipped it. Here it is right here. He's asking for help. It's a button you can press to call for help. And other players, Kojima says, other players can help you supply and encourage you. So right now what we're watching is another player dropping resources for you all over the place, which is pretty awesome. And that's going to be a fun feature. I don't think it's going to be live action. I don't think that's going to be another player doing that specific at that exact time. I think you're going to be able to put out as many supplies as you necessarily think you can give away. And then when someone calls for you, they can use it. I don't know. I don't know the mechanic. It wasn't explained, but if it is real time, then that is crazy. I don't believe it's going to be real time, but it kind of does look like it because the guy's cheering you on and stuff like that. It was very interesting little battle. I don't know what you guys think. We haven't got word on how that mechanic works, but I'm sure it's something along those lines. So I'm just interested. And right here, he uses a combo. He freezes him. He doesn't use his blood. He uses the freeze, and then he pulls out this gun that's also with his blood, and that right there finishes the creature. So something about the blood is extremely interesting. I don't know what that really entails story-wise, message-wise. These creatures are affected by your blood. You have bullets, you have the rope, you have the grenades, all with your blood in them. And it's like, what? It's just weird. Everything about this game is weird, right? But that's a really weird one. And we need to find out what is going on. One day we will. In 9 days. But yeah, so back to the point of what I was saying earlier, and I'm probably going to rewind it. It's going to be hard to find that specific situation. So right here. All right, so this player right here, as we're looking at him, let's just take a second, all right? So he's dropping items for you, okay? A couple seconds ago, you called for backup, all right? Let's try to rewind it and see if we can find that again. I don't know where it was exactly, but you call for backup at one point to ask for supplies, and I think it's right here. Let me remember the timing. Right here. See him calling? Give me something, give me something. And at that very moment is when the other player pops up. You can't see it because he's in the middle of a fight, but right behind it, the player's there, and he's dropping the items right after. So you called up for backup. Someone came. This is another player, Kojima explains. Now, he didn't say if it was real time or if it was like you predetermine items you want to throw to people and then they can take them if they want. So is this some random person that's live or is it predetermined? This is the multiplayer part of the game, which is so interesting to me. You even see the person cheering them on and stuff like that. Like, that is crazy. I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. We're gonna watch it again continuously, just to get you guys' thoughts and opinions on this. It's an interesting factor. I don't know what it does or doesn't do, but I think it's very interesting, and we'll see when the full game comes out how this works, because Kojima hasn't got into detail about it just yet. So he called the backup. The guy comes out. He starts dropping items. And Kojima picks him up. Well, whoever's playing the game picks it up. And it'll be interesting to see. Alright, I'm not going to repeat it. But in a second, you're going to see him also cheering him on. You know, so that's fairly interesting. For there he is right there when he's cheering him on. I think he might be distracting the enemy. I don't know. Just cool stuff. What if these people are on Hades? Yeah, that's pretty much what I think too. It's possible. It might be in real time. It might not, but it might be in real time. And if it is in real time, that means they are a mechanic where people really interact. If it isn't, then it's still cool because I get to drop off supplies. Hopefully it's for a friends list. So if I have my dude Little Gray, I could send him supplies the whole game and just be his #1 buddy. You know what I mean? That's what I hope. But if not, I'll take real time too. That's pretty sick. It's going to be a fun mechanic, to say the least. It'll be very interesting. And what happens here, you see all the liquid dries out. That's another interesting part. So there's a lot of liquid when the creature's there, but once it leaves, the liquid disappears and you're back to kind of normal. So why are the soldiers invisible sometimes in Hades? Yeah, Death Stranding, the events that happen on the world explain everything, right? So if you read the PlayStation description, it says the world was devastated by supernatural events called Death Stranding. That's pretty much that's the game, right? So everything's about these Death Stranding effects. So the people stranded, the creatures floating, everything about it is surrounding this specific setup. So the question is more so about how does this world play a role. Let me fast forward over here so you can get to the base. Let's do this base hunt. Here we go. A little action while we talk. So the question is more about, like, what is Death Stranding as far as these events? What are these events? He said, I'll take too many photos yet. So, there hasn't been confirmed of an actual photo mode. The most we got was Sam Porter Bridges hanging out, taking pictures of himself on the private room, which I could show in a minute, but there's no photo mode officially yet. I believe Kojima will put one in. He has to be smart enough to put one in. There's no way that this game doesn't have one. So if it doesn't, then that'll be tough, but I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. So yeah, so these are the questions. These are the thoughts. I don't want to try to get too stuck on one story or one another. I want it to be open for you guys to interpret it how you want and feel how you feel and say what you... What do I know about the first person mode? This is another good question. We don't see it. We haven't seen first person mode. We only seen it on 2 occasions. Okay, we seen it when Sam dies and he goes into the Death Stranding world, where he's naked. I don't know if you remember that trailer. I'll showcase it right now. As a matter of fact, we're gonna stop this trailer, and you guys are gonna see it for yourselves. Okay. All right. So right here, this is actual gameplay. Kojima has said it himself, and he said that when people die, they fall into this state. This is the game over state. There's no real game over. And you get to see Sam in third person. So you're in first person. And this is you controlling the camera. You can look at Sam and everything. And you can go around collecting things. And you're trying to get back to the real world. This is what Kojima said. When this trailer released in 2017, I believe it was for PlayStation Experience when this trailer came out. You're in this state, Kojima said, and that you're in third person and you're looking at Sam and you can collect items and find a way to get back to the real world. In this game, the way you get back from what we see on the trailer, he said this is gameplay. Kojima said this is gameplay. So if this is gameplay, basically you need to find yourself and go back into the real world through you by connecting with yourself. So it's a little crazy, but that's what he said in an interview, and you can go to check in IGN. He was talking with IGN staff when he said this, and this right here is how you come back. That's supposedly. So first person view, that's the one of the few times, and the second time we see it is in the release trailer. I mean the release date trailer, where you're shooting in the other world and you're seeing your I forgot the name of the device. You're seeing your device also. So I'll show that in a second right here. It's like right here. So this specific scene in Hades, when you says Hades, right? So right there. Those bound to Hades. So check it. You bound to Hades, you're in first person view. Just like you were for that death part, right? So they're connected together in a way. So you're looking at it. Okay, I'm in first person again? Am I going to play that whole time like that? It's the question. These are the questions we don't know the answers to. No one knows. And sometimes you take what Kojima says with a grain of salt because it's translated in English. It might be a little different from what I'm saying compared to what's going to happen in the game. But from what he said, that's how that works. So, I mean, those are the only two times that we've seen actual gameplay that Kojima confirmed. So no one has the answer about that, but we'll see. Yeah, and you said in Hades a little bit. Yeah, those are the two times that I saw for sure. But other than that, we got to figure it out. I'm sure there's going to be a shooting in first person mode. Kojima's always put that in the Metal Gear games since part 1. It's one of his favorite mechanics to give you third person and first person. So I'm sure it's in there. You know what I mean? We'll see. But yeah, so it'll be good. It'll be fun. Give me a second here, guys. I'm trying to look at... My stream is being weird today. Anyways. So those are the thoughts, concepts, and formulas that I would want to present to you guys and discuss. So we'll see, right? Any more questions, thoughts, and comments, feel free to share them as we go. We're just watching. We already seen all of these things, but talking about different topics while we watch. And yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. I did everything I could. I put it out on the table for you, man. Let me go back here. All right. So yeah, so the questions that I like is, who's this guy for real right here? He always looks like a badass, but you know Kojima always makes good guys bad guys, or bad guys good guys, and it's going to be interesting to see what he becomes. Cliff is very interesting because in one part of the trailer, we see him talking to the baby and being a nice guy. And then we see this where he's like controlling these skeleton creatures and being like a demon person, like a evil guy. You know what I mean? Like, it's beautiful. It's amazing. It's fun. It's interesting. And then you see her. You're drowning. You're dying. This is a spoiler heavy type of footage. You're drowning in this liquid, and she's there, and she walks away as you drown. You know what I mean? Like, that's just... I don't know. I think she pushes you, man. She's an evil. I don't know. It's kind of strange how that happened. You know what I mean? Those are the questions of the day. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging with me and chilling out. It's always special to do this because this is my favorite game. I've been on for 3 hours. I think that's more than enough. Nobody's commenting as much. You guys are just lurking, which is okay too, but I'm gonna get off and relax because I've been talking for 3 hours straight. So the last thoughts and comments, please share them. If you haven't already, you go ahead and check out the giveaway. I'm gonna post it up right now so that you guys can enter. Good luck. Hope you guys win. For me, it's just fun to be able to support the game I love, and if it wasn't for the community, it would have never happened. I'm not rich, and I don't have money to do these giveaways. The truth is, I don't have money to do these giveaways, and honestly, it's by you, for you. Your community has supported me and shown me love and basically said, let's get you some giveaways for this game. I know you love this game more than anything. And they supported it. They put it together for me. So I'm grateful to you guys for being able to allow me to do this, just because you know I'm passionate about the game and a love for it. So I'm at the mercy of the community. And for those people who show support, you know, I'm so grateful for it. And I you know, can't wait to do the giveaway and have some fun with it as we go. So it's up to you to continue to support me so that we can do more of this. If I get a lot of subs on my Twitch, I will do another giveaway. So if I reach like 100 subs on Twitch, I will do another Death Stranding giveaway for sure. I'm still going to try to do another giveaway, but your support is needed. All right. So each sub, I only get $2.50 out of. So if I got 10 subs, do the math. You know what I mean? So I'm not getting a lot of money for every sub. I'm only getting $2.50. But if you add it up to 100, I think it's good enough to do another giveaway and continue doing it like that. So we're gonna push for that because of you guys support. So always, you know, show love and do what you do. I appreciate y'all, man. Matt Gamer is going to sign out. Before we go, let's fall back into this view here so I could showcase it in a different way. I think this is pretty dope. I don't know what y'all think. Hey KC, what do you feel about this right here, man? Do you like this new setup? So I want to do different versions. I have 3 right now. I have the one you saw, which is gameplay style, where I'm small in the camera. I got this one where it's more like, let's take a break, talk, still put the stream up over there. Have visuals for it, try to present it in a special way. You know, keep it Death Stranding themed and overall setup. And then we got the white version of that, which so this right here is the bright version, which is similar with all the same items, but a little more extra visuals and brightness. So that's that. So those are my setups pretty much overall, you know. And my transition is the baby giving you a thumbs up every time when I switch scenes, which is hilariously gross and funny. And this is kind of gross when the baby switches like that, but that's what we doing, baby. So yeah, you prefer the dark mode? Yeah, for sure. It's nice and cozy, man. It's a little extra. You can still see the gameplay. You can still see me, and you got some visuals there. So that's what the deal is. All right. So this is gonna be the main one, as you see me in the background. But yeah, so when the game releases, I might have another one extra one. But these are the main ones that I'm gonna use. And as I play the game, I'll go back and forth and showcase it differently. So this is 100% the setup for gameplay. And I want you to tell me if you feel this is a good setup. So let's just watch the gameplay so you can see. So I have to be on this side of the screen because on that side is where all the items are and everything. So when Sam's using his items, he's usually on that side of the world. So if you look at the gameplay, you see the items on the left over there. So I can't disturb that. So I put my camera and all this on this side. Got the logo for Kojima right up top. And then I got my logo over there. So that is the setup I'm gonna have for. Thank you guys for everybody tuning in. I'm about to get out of here. I just wanted to kind of mellow out and vibe with you guys and talk low like I'm doing an ASMR, whatever the hell the name of it is. And we're almost done. We're almost done here. We're finishing up. Thank you guys very much. We're gonna have some more good streams every day. I'll try to do a Death Stranding stream, maybe an hour though, not this long. We'll keep it short. It's been a good time, man. Peace and love. See you guys soon. Thank you for tuning in.